Okay, our video here is going to be talking about unit rates. So first thing that we need to know is that what a rate is. A rate is a ratio that compares two quantities measured in different units. So when we're talking about a rate, we're talking about two quantities with different units. So our example is you read 233 words in 2 minutes. Your reading rate is what? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to set it up just like a ratio. So, my first quantity would be 233 words. So 233 words. My second quantity is 2 minutes, so I'm going to put that underneath. 2 minutes. And there's my rate. 233 words over 2 minutes. Again, I'm comparing the two quantities, and I have different units, words, minutes. So it's going to be extremely important that we make sure we are including our units in this. Words over minutes. Now, what is a unit rate? A unit rate is the rate for 1 unit of a given quantity. So it's the rate for 1 unit of a given quantity. So this takes our rate here and takes it a step further. So to find a unit rate, you divide the first quantity by the second. So if we look back at our old example, our rate was 233 words over 2 minutes. 233 words over 2 minutes. In order to turn that into a unit rate, I'm going to divide 233 divided by 2. So 233 divided by 2. And when I do 233 divided by 2, I end up with 116.5. And now our unit is going to be words per minute. So words/minute. That's my unit rate. I'm taking my 2 units and combining it into 1 words per minute. So 116.5 words per minute. There's my unit rate. So to take a rate and turn it into a unit rate, you just go ahead and divide. So I want to find the unit rates here. So my first example is I earn $33 for 4 hours of work. $33 for 4 hours of work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up as a rate. $33 over 4 hours. And then to turn this into a unit rate, I'm just going to divide 33 divided by 4. And when I do 33 divided by 4, I end up with 8.25. And again, this is, I can put dollars per hour. So $8.25 per hour is my unit rate. Now my next example is 6,750 words in 2 hours, 30 minutes. When I go to set this one up, 6,750 is my first quantity. And again, that's words. I'm going to put that all over 2 hours, 30 minutes. Now, if we're thinking about this using our brains, we're going to see that we have 2 units here. I have hours and I have minutes. This right now is not a rate because I can only have 1 unit down there. So I can't have 2 hours and 30 minutes as that second quantity because it's 2 different units. So that right now is not going to work. I need to erase that. That's not what it should be. What I need to do here is I need to take this whole thing and combine it into 1 unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine into our smaller of the 2. So I'm going to take everything and combine it and turn it into minutes. So I need to think, okay, in 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. And because there's 2 of them, I'm going to multiply by 2. So that gives me 120 minutes. And then I'm going to add that 30 extra minutes to that. And I end up with 150 minutes. Okay, so now when I plug this in, it's 6,750 words over 150 minutes. Now I can go ahead and turn this into a unit rate by dividing. 6,750 divided by 150 minutes, and I end up with 45 words per minute. 45 words per minute. Again, now that it's 1 unit, I can go ahead and actually divide. Okay, unit price. Unit price is a unit rate that gives us cost per unit. Unit price is unique because it's dealing specifically with the cost or specifically with money. When I'm finding unit price, I always do the price over size. Okay, anytime I'm doing unit price, I'm always just going to do the price divided by the size, or price divided by the amount of items. Okay, another name for unit price, you might see it written, is unit cost. Unit price and unit cost are the same things. Those are the same things. So, we want to use the unit price to find the total price. So I need to buy 7 yards of ribbon at 39 cents per yard. 7 yards at 39 cents per yard. So, if I know it's 39 cents per yard, and I need to buy 7 yards, I'm just going to multiply. 0.39 times 7. And that gives me 2.73. So $2.73 is what I'm going to be paying. Okay, if I have 20-pound bag of dog food at 39 cents per pound, again, I'm going to take the cost, or our unit cost here is 35 cents per pound. So 0.35, I'm going to multiply that by 20. And when I multiply those out, I end up getting 7. So $7 is what that's going to cost me there. To find the unit rate, we divide the total price by the size or number of units. So if we're going to find the unit rate, we need to divide price divided by size. So again, price divided by size. So I want to find the unit rate. If I have 48 fluid ounces of juice for $3.05, 48 fluid ounces of juice for $3.05, I'm going to start with the price, $3.05, and then I'm going to divide by the size, 48 fluid ounces. Now I can go ahead and divide 3.05 divided by 48, and that equals 0.0635. Now, we have to be paying attention here. Because we're dealing with money, we can only go 2 decimal places in our answer, because 2 decimal places for our answer would be the nearest cent. So I can only go this far with my answer, meaning I need to round to the hundredths. So my answer is going to be 0.06, because again, 3 is not 5 or more, so it doesn't bump our 6 up to a 7. And again, that's dollars per fluid ounce. So you're paying 6 cents per ounce. So each ounce of juice is roughly 6 cents. And again, we round to the nearest hundredth because that's the nearest cent when dealing with money. So we have one example here. We need to find each unit price and determine the better buy. We know that when we buy things, we want the better deal. So what we're going to do here is we are going to look at this, or each of these, and we're going to figure out what the better deal is by finding the unit price for each. So I need to find the unit price for this one. I need to find the unit price for this one. Okay, so for my first one, my 3 pounds of potatoes for 89 cents, I'm going to do my price, $0.89, all over 3, and I'm going to go ahead and divide 0.89 divided by 3, and I end up getting 0.29666 repeating, which is roughly 0.30, and again, that's dollars per pound, because this is pounds down here. So there's my first unit price. Now I need to find the unit price of 5 pounds of potatoes for $1.59. So again, I'm going to do 1.59 or $1.59 all over 5 pounds. When I go ahead and divide here, 1.59 divided by 5, I end up getting 0.32. So 32 cents per pound. Now, to determine the better buy, you always want to pay less. So which one of these numbers is smaller? Well, the 89 cents for 3 pounds is smaller. So we need to say that the better buy is 3 pounds for 89 cents. Okay? You have to physically say what the better buy is. The better buy is 3 pounds for 89 cents. Don't put an arrow. Don't say this one. Don't say that one. Which one is the better buy? 3 pounds for 89 cents is the better buy.